Hi, this is Attila, and this is a battle group guide for the 2nd Infantry, so in Steel Division Normandy 44. And in this guide, I will explain to you the rationale for this choice of unit and why I did that and how effective that might be. So first of all, Recon tab. So Recon tab, as for previous guide, I decided to go with recons with 30 cal Jeep, so you keep the vehicle and that can suppress the enemy effectively. You get two group of them here. Also for phase A, I'm here with the Marauder, Ranger's Marauder. I'm actually not using them much, but it's a good unit and it has 2 experience. So you can hide them around and it's very good at ambushing the enemy tank or vehicle. Infantry. Phase A, I bring Ranger Leader, Ranger Support, which have 2 machine gun, that's good, and Ranger Assault, which have Flamethrower, plus machine gun, Ranger 1990 MMG. So, good machine gun to suppress the enemy. Then for B phase, I bring rifles, and then an additional machine gun, which is a bit heavier, so it will suppress even vehicle. It can kill them, I think. So that's pretty much it for the infantry. I'm leaving 2 square open because I think this deck is better for other purpose than infantry. So here, despite being an infantry division, so go figure. Here I bring M4A1DD. This is an amphibious tank. What's interesting about this is that it's similar to the other tank, but it's a bit slower, I guess. If you look at it here, it goes slower on the road and a bit slower on the land. Well, off-road, let's say. So I bring one because it's still like an okay tank and it's actually cheaper than this version over here. Then I bring 2 command Sherman for B phase because this boosts everything, of course. And finally, in C phase, I bring the Rhino because this thing has a good frontal armor. It doesn't have much on armor piercing, which means that you're not good enough to kill Panthers with this. But it's still a good frontal armor to look at, let's say. Okay, support. I bring 50 cal because this thing is really powerful and you can actually capture units really quickly, suppress infantry, even kill AFTRAC. I bring an M7DD and this thing has good HE power and 2 50 cal, so that's good. The only thing I don't, I must say, I haven't used this unit effectively yet, but I'm hoping, let's say. Then phase B, I bring supplies, and phase C also. Anti-tank. So this is a place where I find this division to be very effective. So first wave or wave A, I bring M1 guns 57 millimeters. So this one, what's interesting is that these come with a Jeep that can disappear, make them a bit stealthier, let's say. And additionally, you can spread them around, and they will be good against phase A and phase B tank. Then I also bring this M5 gun, 76 millimeter for phase A, and this is probably the one I'll bring early on because it's really powerful. You have 14 AP power, and this also means you will likely lose it from an airstrike early on. But at the start, you can deal with all the tank that comes in phase A and up to B if you're careful. So good tank. Here, phase B, I bring this M10A1 tank destroyer. This thing has really good armor piercing and okay armor. But what you do here is really you use the other Sherman as a shield and you kill with this thing. And that's why at phase C I bring additional ones. plus 2 additional tank destroyers which have experience. And these tank are, well, actually these tank are really effective at killing even Panther. So what you do is you use the Rhino, which is over here. You use this to receive all the punishment, and then you use this to do the killing. So it's a bit of a sword and shield strategy there. Anti-air. I bring Bofors for first phase A. I bring this vehicle for phase A still. That will chase. These two will chase the enemy away. While phase B, I bring the M16 MGMC, and this will hopefully kill. And here I bring additional M15 for phase B, and ultimately Beaufort to chase the enemy away. Okay, artillery is where this division is particularly good. In this case, I chose to do it this way, but there's many ways you can do it. Just look at the availability of artillery here. I think mortar, 60mm mortar seem to have experience here. I'm not sure how much that impact everything, but it's good to have many of them at the beginning so you can suppress the enemy. Then mortars, 107mm. These are really effective against anti-tank and infantry. They also have a very good range when you look at it, 1.6 kilometer, while the 60mm mortar only has 900 meter. So you use these both for different purpose at phase A. Then phase B, I bring some M2A1 howitzer, so 105mm. This is good artillery. And I bring that for phase B because at that point it's clear that if you're pushing forward, the enemy will bring anti-tank, so anti-tank gun, so you will destroy this with this. You might be able to suppress the enemy mortars and do an effective job there. But it's clear to me that for phase C, Germany has an advantage at this point in the development of the game. So this is good for phase B. At phase C, you might be outmatched completely. So that's why I'm not spending much on these howitzer. It's because when you reach phase C, I don't think you don't have the range to beat Germany artillery. So it's that simple. So it's better not to waste too much resources into artillery that is outmatched. That's why for phase C, I'm actually bringing the M3 OP 203 and a lot of them, as you can see, because first of all, these are really powerful. They are really mobile, and if you push forward, they can be effective at killing whatever is in front of you and making them panic. And if you're on the defensive, they are mobile enough to avoid being bombarded by enemy artillery, and they can provide suppression, which is strong enough to literally stop an entire frontline attack. So. Air Force. This battle group is quite strong for the Air Force, and you can configure it in many ways, I will say. But here for phase A, I'm actually bringing two P-38 Lightning, and I'm not bringing this version of the Lightning, the one with the rockets, but I'm really bringing the fighter version here because with this you can achieve air superiority on at least for phase A and potentially maintain it for phase B. And additionally, if you use two lightning like this against a non-tank gun, you can kill it, and this is extremely powerful. You can also suppress, and they stick around a long time. So this is a very good unit to do air-to-air, but also air-to-ground. And I think you bring two of them, and that's very powerful. Then I bring for phase B a Thunderbolt, and this is also pretty powerful. You can do the same, but above all, you can achieve air superiority, which is really important. And finally, for phase C, assuming you did manage to get air superiority, you should be fine to bring those air-to-ground thunderbolts, so you use them to kill whatever anti-tank gun you see on the battlefield, and that should not be restricted to only your part of the battlefield, but really to all the battlefield. As soon as you spot an anti-tank gun, you do an airstrike with these, and this is super effective. And that is it for this overview of this deck. I'll provide you the code for it, and I'll see you on a demonstration of how to use this.